Good afternoon, folks. Jordan here with the Nutty Gnome Homestead. Today we are out here in the greenhouse getting ready to transplant a bunch of our tomatoes. Now we started these tomatoes on January, let me see here, no, sorry, on February 13th. So about 2 weeks approximately after we started our pepper plants. Most of these tomatoes are about 4 to 5 inches tall. Some of them are a little taller than that. And they're starting to get root bound in their little 6 cell trays. So we're going to pot these guys today in our 4-inch pots using the same potting mix that we showed you guys how to make up a couple weeks ago. So let me turn you guys around here and I'll show you what we're dealing with. Alright guys, so as you can see here, I've got 72 cells. There's probably somewhere around 100 tomatoes in this tray. A lot of cells have 2 seeds in them. Most of them germinated. Instead of pinching them, I'm going to go ahead and plant those. This is how we get the most out of our 6-cell seed trays. We plant 2 to 3 seeds per cell and then we separate them out. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with probably either our mortgage lifter or our beefsteaks, and then we're going to start up plotting them into our 4-inch pots that I've showed you guys these before. So you'll have to bear with me, I'm working around the camera here. So we are trying our best to get everything done while the weather is absolutely gorgeous. So we got a little weed in here, go ahead and pluck that out. And as you can see, these are our mortgage lifters. Started on February 13th. And like I showed you guys last time, all we're going to do is we're going to pinch the bottom in both directions, and then we're going to push these out. We're going to pinch, and that one just slipped right out. So I intentionally did not water these this morning to make it a little easier on me to get these done. As soon as they are potted up, everything's going to get a good drink. And I'll probably water them again tonight just to make sure they got plenty. But look at the roots on these. For only being in the ground, or in the soil about a month, they got quite a few roots. And as you can see, they got these little cotyledon leaves up here. This is a healthy enough plant. I'm just going to go ahead and pinch these off. I just showed you guys a video not long ago on how to do that with your pepper plants. So let me bring you guys over here to one of our 4-inch pots. We're just going to make a hole. Now with tomatoes, can you guys see all of these little hairs going up? Here's a little tip for you guys. The deeper you can bury a tomato, the healthier the plant is going to be. Every one of those little hairs is going to turn into a root. If you bury this up to here, it's all going to be roots. If you bury it up, pinch these leaves off and bury it up to here, it's going to be roots. So whenever we get these transplanted from this 4-inch pot into our actual garden, we will pinch off the bottom set of leaves, these here, and we will plant them as deep as we can get it. If I can get it in the ground 10, 12 inches deep or deeper, I will. It's going to look a little weird at first when they're in the ground that deep, but I guarantee you it's going to make for a healthier plant, and the plant is going to produce a lot better for you. So all we're going to do now is, we got it pushed down in that hole. We're going to take one of these other pots of soil, and we're just going to gently tap it in. Now, a lot of our tomato plants, it's still awful early here in southern Illinois, a lot of our tomato plants are going to end up getting up potted one more time into a 6-inch pot, and that's okay. If you don't want to up pot them into a 6-inch pot, you don't have to. I like to have a tomato plant going in the ground that is 18 to 24 inches tall and with a stalk on it the size of my finger, or preferably my thumb. This makes for a healthy plant that's going to be able to support the weight of all of those tomatoes later on. So let me pinch off another one of these. We'll go ahead and pop this one out. And you see those roots kind of stopped right there. That's fine. we are going to dig our hole, put this in as deep as we can. I'm going to go ahead and pinch off these cotyledon leaves. That also helps the plant with not losing so much water, the transpiration. So less surface area for the water to evaporate. Because I'm not going to lie, folks, it's pretty warm in this greenhouse right now. It's probably 60 degrees outside, and it's probably close to 85 or so in here. I've actually had to open up the door, let it cool off a little bit. So there's another mortgage lifter that's been up potted. And we're just going to keep doing this until we get all, let's see, there's probably close to 100 tomatoes. We're going to do this until we get all these done. So I'm going to put you guys on pause, get to work, and I'll bring you guys back in a few minutes. Alright, so it started getting cold. I had to move our cherry trees back into the greenhouse. But here we have our 117 tomato plants, all potted up into 4-inch pots. We're ready for spring. We got our Romas, mortgage lifters, and beefsteaks. Some of these look really good. So that's all there is to transplanting these tomato plants from their little 6 cells to a 4-inch pot. It's going to make for a nice healthy plant come spring when it's time to put these into the ground. Most likely some of these will get up potted into a 6-inch pot, and nearly every one of these will be 18 inches to 24 inches tall when it's time to plant this spring. So I really appreciate you guys coming along. If you guys like this kind of content, please like, share, and subscribe. If you guys have any questions, shoot me a message or leave it in the comments below, and I'll try to get back with you. Until next time, y'all be safe.